and welcome to Cigno Sound Studio Tutorials. My name is Jesper, and today it's Monday, so I'm gonna bring in a new video, number 3 in the series, and today we're gonna build a polyphonic synth. So it's gonna be quick today, so I'm not gonna explain too much of what I'm doing, of course so much that you would understand it. But let's just dig into it and go to my screen. I've loaded in an empty rack. So we're gonna load in MIDI 4. Let's just hit this a star because I use this all the time. So MIDI 4 and go to here. Now I already loaded up Ableton and put in VCV Bridge, because that's the way I do things in VCV-Rack. So I just need to load in Bridge and port 1, as I talked about in, I think it was the first or the second video, how I did that. The next thing is I'm gonna load in a lot of the modules from the basic video. So VCO, and let's take the fundamental one, VCF from the fundamental one, VCA, ADSR from the fundamental one, and you can see this is the same thing as in the what can you say, in the second video of the basic synth. That's all we used. I put some more things in it, but this was the basic one. We need audio. I'm gonna put it way over here and choose Bridge and port 1. We're gonna load in a mixer. And Carrot Desert is my favorite one, so I'm gonna put it here and connect 2 and 1 to the master output. Then we're taking the CV to Oct CV and square to my filter. So this is a square wave, and I'm gonna choose the low pass filter, and the black ones are out to in my VCA and crank that all the way up. I'm gonna take gate from our outputs and I'm gonna switch screen. So when I hit a note on my push, then you can see, if you follow the mouse here, it will light up when I push it and let go again. Our out is going to EXP, so now it's controlling the amp, and our out is going to channel 1. Now we have sound. So like our the number 2 video, this was actually what I did. So it's pretty simple. So we're gonna make a polyphonic synth. So we're gonna duplicate this, this, and this. So it's just a duplicate of the first one. The only difference is, so if we go backwards, I'm gonna take channel 2, go into out. I'm gonna from in to my low pass and to the square. Now we have sound, but then I'm gonna take out to expression and gate up to gate number 2 here in this second row, and the V oct to CV. So now I can play 2 notes at a time, but it's only 2. I'm gonna do this. No, only 3, I think. Hopefully 4. because now we're gonna load in a quantizer from JW modules. So now it fits here. Gonna move these over here and gonna duplicate this down to here as well. And again, we're gonna duplicate all of this 2 times more. So it's the same procedure I did with this and this. I'm just gonna fast forward because it takes time. Here we go. So now we're back, but again we're gonna take instead of the CV, we're gonna take that to in our quantizer and out to our V-Oct. So it's going through the note when I hit the push or a MIDI keyboard or whatever you're using. So this will quantize it, so it's always in a C minor scale, and you can change this to whatever scale you want. We're gonna keep it at a C minor. So we're just gonna connect the same thing as we did before. In to our third, out to this one, square again to in, this to in, out to our third, out to this one, and gate till this one. So it's about the same, or it's not about the same, it is the same as this. So we just need the last one. I'm doing it fast. Gate. Let's take the opacity of the lines down to about 50. Then out. And in here. And into this. And here. Here we go. So all these are just duplicates now. So it's still one, just 4. And I need our out on this as well. Now I just want to shape our ADSR. I'm gonna crank this up, sustain all the way up, and release a little up. Sustain, release a little up, attack, sustain, full up, release a little up. The same here, a little up, sustain, full, and so now when I hit this, whoops, it won't allow me, here, it won't allow me to go on my webcam because there's a lot of stuff loaded up. So this is how it sounds right now, but I want to have some more, what can you say? I want to have some more variations in the sounds because this is kind of boring. So let's put in verb. And take the XFX reverb. And instead of the inputs and outputs here, let's go directly this way. So actually this is the reverb, is the end of the chain. So, and gonna crank the mix to about middle and these two about 2 o'clock. So now right now it sounds a little better, some more movements going on, but I want some more. I'm gonna take this and zoom out because otherwise you can't see what I'm doing. Let's do like this. I hope it's okay and it's not too small, but we're gonna load in an LFO1 and we're gonna take this sine wave pattern and put it on our frequency to our filter and crank this up a little and this to 3 o'clock. And yeah, you guessed right, we're gonna do it on this one as well. And the frequency, we can stack this on the same and do the same with this, because now it's gonna be something else. It's gonna be like a wobble sound. Like this. So now up here you can see it blinks. That's the speed of it. So when I play it, now it's too high on our mixer, so let's bring it down like halfway on all four. And we can turn up the LFO speed. That sounds pretty cool. The next thing is another LFO, but it's gonna be another kind. We have something called 8-fo, and it has like 8 outputs. Well, you can see we stacked these, so this has 4 outputs right now, but I like this because you can control the different measures of the LFO. So I want to control the pulse width of our square. So the first one will go into the first one, and we're gonna crank this up as well to 3 o'clock and do the same with pulse width here. Crank this up to 3 o'clock. The good thing about this is you don't need to like be precise. It doesn't have to be the same amount, just about. And the last one, we're gonna crank this down. So if you see, these are not like in sync, so it will be more of like a unison sound. If we crank this all the way up, this is pretty cool. I like the sound of this, but I want some control from my MIDI keyboard. One last thing, just when I build something like this, I hate if something is missing, so let's go blank and go down to modular funky and take the 3 HP blank plate, put in here, right click, there's 2 modes, send, they're so beautiful, the drawings they have made, so now it looks complete, but this, we need something here. Let's go, and it's on my top, MIDI CC. So hit bridge, port 1 again. So on my push, I can flip. On my push, the first knob up here has the CC value 0. The next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all these are the channels I can use. You can hit this and it says learn. sorry, you can't see anything. Over here, you can hit this and say learn. Next one, learn. So it will learn if you twist a knob. But we're not gonna do that because it's already fixed to my setup. So I'm gonna take this and go to my LFO on FM1 CV. So this control voltage, if I turn CC0 on my push, you can see it gives it voltage, so it will light up and light down when I go down. So if I crank this way up and down on the frequency, and then I'm gonna turn up on my push. We can keep on going with this, but I like to even crank this a little more down on the mixer, because now we're gonna take MIDI CC1 and go to our filter and make some drive on it. Don't crank the drive up, because I'm gonna do this with another knob. So again, you can stack them over here. So I'm gonna put drive on all. Drive here. And drive here. So now it's making it distort, so not too much, but a little bit, and it's so yeah. I don't hope it was too fast. Otherwise you can skip backwards and see what I've done and so on and so on. But I hope you learned something, and if you liked it, please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time. Bye.